Howdy, Derek here at Blue Cactus. So the other day I was outside trimming trees and my wife came out and said,
Hey,
Yeah.
the boys are out in the valley, they rolled the fucking car.
all right, so something came up and we are now headed out into the desert. Daren was out riding around with his buddies and they rolled the car somewhere. So we don't exactly know where. They don't know exactly where they are, but we're gonna try to find them.
So I don't really know, I'm kind of a nervous wreck, even though the boys are fine. Daren just was trying to call us. Of course I wasn't by my phone when he needed me. Anyway, he was driving out here, you know, probably recklessly, out here on a dirt road.
Well, he wasn't driving, he was riding with his buddy.
Riding with his buddy, and he just said that they flipped the vehicle, the car's totaled, and they are alive. Daren doesn't know if his shoulder's broke, which of course doesn't make his mother happy, and his friend is doing okay, he's just bleeding a little. So it sounds like they got really lucky and the car didn't, and I'm just freaking out, so that's...
And here they be.
Okay.
Here's
Daren's
the car.
hat.
So I got Daren's friend out and I put him in the truck and I grabbed the GoPro and I turned it on while I was walking back over there and I handed it to Crystal while I got Daren out of the car. You're all right. You're gonna be, yeah, you've got a,
Does it look wrong?
it looks like mine.
Yeah.
Yep. No, it's not good, but you're all right. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming.
That's in my way.
All right. You're out of there.
Oh. Okay.
Right here. Get that over your head. That's not long enough, huh?
No.
Crystal, here, hold that.
Oh.
Oh. You're all right. That'll probably... Mark, you with us? So Daren's shoulder was hurt pretty bad, so I tried to use his belt to make a sling, but his waist isn't big enough, so fortunately mine is big enough, so I took my belt off and used it to make a sling to hold his arm up, and we got them both in the truck and we took off to the hospital. Now, after we got him to the hospital and they got him admitted, they did some x-rays on him and it turned out his collarbone is broken. Now his buddy, he cut his ear so bad that he actually needed a plastic surgeon to sew it back on. Now these kids claim they were only going 20 miles an hour, but I bet if you multiply that by 3 or 4, you get closer to the actual speed. But they both got really lucky and they're both gonna make a full recovery, but his buddy's Buick was not so lucky. Just look at what 20 miles an hour can do, right? So since Daren's collarbone is broken, he is in a sling and immobilized for the next 6 weeks. So I've had to pick up some slack and do his share of the farm chores. So earlier today, I was driving Crystal's truck. This is the one that Daren normally drives. He drives it way more than Crystal does over the last 6 months or so. And I noticed the brakes were grinding. So I pulled the truck on the slab here and was doing some investigating. So I think I found the problem right there, and the rotors are destroyed. Now I know it's not brake pads because I just put new brake pads on here. So anyway, I have to pop this tire off and try to figure out what's going on. But then I was struggling to break the lug nuts loose, so I had to really get on this thing, and it actually snapped the 4-way off. I've changed a lot of tires in my lifetime, and I've never snapped a four-way. So that got me looking, paying attention to some other obvious signs of foul play. And you see these chunks missing on the tire here and there, and this big crack right here in the tire, and this other crack in the tire right here. Those tears in the tire, the chunks of tread missing everywhere, the fact that the lug nuts are fused on and the rotors are damaged, and I just replaced the brake pads, as well as noticing Daren washing the car at odd hours and stuff. And one morning I come outside and there was a thick layer of dust on the roof of the truck where he forgot to spray it off at the car wash. All those things combined are telling me that my son is out four-wheel driving and mud bogging out here in the desert and beating on this truck. So now I'm down a farm hand, down a farm truck, need new tires, new brakes, and a new four-way. But I probably had it coming. You know what they say, what goes around comes around. So sorry, Dad. All right, I'm gonna figure out what to do here, and we will see you all again later.